Let's go, Ash.
Kate, don't worry, I got my poster.
Let's go. Hey, let's go second base. What the heck?
You have to step on second base to get out. She's got a real first baseman.
Good throw.
There? I did in ninth grade. It's still pitch. I used to hit line drive. I was a leadoff batter. I played third base since I was really throw a softball.
Yeah, you know that is Yemo?
Yemo? Yeah.
You know that is
Yeah, I know. Wait, did you play softball?
Wait, 6, 7.
Did I remember?
Yeah, I remember you. One of the fun guys. It was, I know you. I remember you, Bryce.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Michael said enough. Yeah, they're sitting over there. But you already caught the guy.
Maybe different situations with the guy.
Oh yeah, like tag up. It's like that's really rare.
Let's go, Ash. What was that?
Not really. I don't think you really need a first base. That's up. How done was not super hard.
When the game starts.
Dude, I had my chance to double play. He literally hit it right down the fairway.
I went past you. Let's go, Panthers! See some triple plays.
Oh yeah. They got electrical out.
Let's go, Panthers!
Hey, wait, where's that? Where's the ISKL? Like, guys, you need to do your secret. ISKL's better than SAS, alright? Wait, so when we're hitting, it's alright to actually say, hey, let's go ISKL.
Lim, Milstead straight away, and Gouda is out in right field. Both teams looking to get off to a good start here at ISS Baseball Softball 2019. What?
I did it again.
Just tell me when I'm on.
Test. Test.
Okay, so here is Willow Martin to step in for Singapore, facing Olivia Allen. Coach Venables quick out there to point out there's a ball out in short right field. He's a former teacher here at ISB, so he likes everything to be perfect. Good man. And for the girls, of course, let's make the game right. Willow Martin to face Olivia Allen. Kate Van Gogh catching. And we're underway.
Right field, yes, no one's on it because we don't have a guy here. So
A little bit low.
I'll go do the camera work over there, I guess.
Ball one. On deck for the Eagles is Brooke McConaughey, the third baseman. Willow Martin is the shortstop, so it's the left side of the infield to get us going for the Eagles. Strike one. A little bit outside, but Willow chased it. Ball and 2 strikes, and Allen is ahead of the count. As always, the Eagles fans are in good voice here, supported by some of the ISB kids who are out. Martin pops up. Allen takes herself. Usually the pitchers leave that go for the infield. It was Aisha Goulet who was behind her to call it off, but Allen does take that. One away. Brooke McConaughey, the third baseman, up. That pitch is a little bit high. Angel Lombardi on deck, the Eagle pitcher. She goes for a bunt, but doesn't make contact. Count is 1-1. And that's in the dirt again. Couple balls slipping past Kate Van Gogh here. She wants to get across those because that could become costly in this new fast pitch format that I think we're into our 3rd year of now at ISS. The ball is always live. She gets behind that one, okay. 3-1. Calls it on the outside corner for a strike. Count is full. And ripped down the line, but foul. McConaughey out in front of that one. Bit of a high pitch from Alum, but she chased it and got on top of it to rip it down the line. 3 or 4 feet foul. 3-2. 1 away, top of first, just getting going here. Wherever you are in the ISS universe, welcome to ISB's Albert Field. That's low. McConaughey is aboard with the first walk of the game. That brings up Angel Lombardi.
Angel Lombardi.
But it's nice to see that on. I'll go change it for me. Is that good?
All right, runner on board. 1 away for the third hitter, Angel Lombardi. She looks to bunt too to advance to runner. In comes Vallejo's. All the runners on board. Wow, I missed something there. So the runner's base is loaded as I was looking at some information there. Bases are loaded now as Isabel Riley comes up to the plate. She's a designated hitter, number 7. One away, bases juiced. The Singapore runners all dancing about on the baselines, looking to make something happen. Thinking that they might have walked Angel Lombardi. I didn't see it myself. Intentionally walked. That's popped up. This will be Van Gogh. She's under it. Gets the second out. So 2 away. Bases still loaded for Sophia Data. She's the catcher for the Eagles as they look to get on the board early here. Runners moving again, and Van Gogh chases them back. So it's McConaughey at third, Lombardi at second, Yem at first, and Data looking to cash them in. Up and in. 2-0. Alum looks in again, trying to get out of a jam here. Maybe double clutch that one, got a little bit under it. And she's in a hole here at 3-0. 2 away, bases loaded. On deck for the Eagles is Be Cool, and that's a roller. So not the strongest pitches there from Alum as she walks in the first run, scored by Brooke McConaughey. This is the left fielder, Lexi Be Cool. Again, a little bit low from Alum. She needs to find her range here early. The Panthers want to go in with the least amount of damage done, so good deep breath there from Alum. The 1-0 pitch. Still a bit low.
Is the score 1-0?
That's it. Keep that sign up. Let's go. Easy out. Easy out.
Come on, Lexi, you can do this.
Be Cool settles in, and that's a double clutch again. 3 balls, no strikes. Alum wants to find the range here, and now. A little bit low. Second walk in a row cashes in Lombardi. Base is still loaded. Two away as Sydney Dumke comes up. She's the second basewoman. It's Yem, Data, and Be Cool on the base paths for the Eagles. 2-0. A little bit high. High again. By my count, that might be 10 straight balls from Alum. She really wants to settle down here. She's flexing out the wrists, finding the rhythm. It's nerve-wracking to be a pitcher in any baseball sport. Had I asked this, it's everyone watching. A little bit low again. They say it's the loneliest place in sports. A pitcher. And that's a little bit low as well. So Dumke's aboard. Another run comes in. That is Devin Yem scoring. Data to third. Be Cool to second. Dumke to first. And Anna Trividi is on
Wendy, you're good. I gotta
up to plate. She is the right fielder for the Eagles, who are quickly up 3-0.
So, you good?
3 straight walks for the
You on the radio?
Eagles have helped them get this lead. All right, so Alum to face Trivedi. Inside, brushes her back. It's a good pitch, though. Another good pitch right down the hearts. First strike in a while, and a sigh of relief from Alum. See if she can keep bringing it here. Trivedi is the 9th hitter in a 10-person lineup for the Eagles. Foul tip on that one, so the runners can't go. Ball on 2 strikes. That's a bit high. 2-2. A little bit high again, so she's pushed the count full, trying to avoid her 4th straight rock. On deck for the Eagles is Sasha Vujic. That's a good pitch, and it's catcher on the run. I think a foul tip was called. So Trivedi stays alive. And that's ball 4. Trivedi is going a long way around to get to first base. That brings up Willow Martin again. No. I think it's Willow Martin. We got a slightly different scorecard here. It's supposed Sasha Vujic is what we got, but it's going to be Willow Martin actually batting. That's low. Still the bases loaded. Singapore off to a bit of a gratuitous 4-run lead in the top of the first here. Martin pops it foul. One-on-one count into Martin. Bases juiced. 4-0 Eagles. Low and away. And that's pulled foul again. Scaring the heck out of some of the fans down the line there. So that's 2 strikes on Martin. 1 ball. Looking to keep the inning going for the Eagles. And a good hit up the middle. That's a line drive. Should score 2. It's Milstead into Muse. And 2 runs come around. Be Cool and Dumke score. And the Eagles are out to a quick 6-0 lead with a 2 RBI double by Willow Martin. Brooke McConaughey up for a second at bat. She walked earlier this inning. scored the first run for the Eagles. They now have 6. Great pitch and a great hit, ripped down the line. This could be for extra bases. In comes Trevide, in comes Martin, and it's a two-base a base clearing double from Brooke McConaughey, who rips down the line. So back-to-back 2 RBI doubles for the Eagles. And the score is 8. All right, the Panthers are calling a timeout to settle the score here. Oh, I'm not sure what was the third out there?
Pardon?
What was the third out there?
There was no third out. It's 8 runs per inning.
Oh, it's 8 outs all you can get? Ah,
For the first
there's a new thing for your commentator to know. The maximum amount of runs you can score in an inning is 8. So even though the Panthers did register a third out against the Eagles, that is as far as they can go. So, halfway through 1, the score is 8-0 Singapore. The ISKL Panthers will come to bat with Vallejos, Muse, and Zahid to lead them off. They'll be facing Angel Lombardi as the pitcher. And she has a bit of a zipper of a pitch, as I just saw. It's Sophia Data catching her, so they make up the battery. The infield around the horn is Yem, Dumke, Martin, and McConaughey. Out in left is Lexi Buchel. In center, I think, is Saskia Vujic, although she didn't bat, so I'll have to find a number there. And out right is Anna Trivedi. Let me see who number 14 is. It is Saskia Vujic out there. So they have a designated hitter that is hitting for her, and she is only playing the field as far as I can tell so far.
They scored 8, so like she didn't get out. So her was like out or something. Because it whole like 8 runs
First up the bat, Mikhail. Kelly Rahola.
So, leading off the Panthers is Kelly Vallejos. She is facing Angel Lombardi. That was a heck of a pitch, popped up to second, and that is a quick one out. Sydney Dumke collecting.
Number 10, Hannah Muse.
Hannah Muse is the third base, or sorry, the shortstop for the Panthers, facing Lombardi again. Up and outside. I think Lombardi has the most zip on any of the pitches that we've seen so far. And Mountcastle for the Tigers is similar. Strike 1, 1-1. So Muse trying to settle in and catch the rhythm here. 1-1 count to her. No runners on, 1 away, bottom of 1. Strike 2. On deck for the Panthers is Fima Zahid. Ball and 2 strikes to Muse. That one gets away from her, up and high, 2-2. That one's up and away as well, so Zahid works the count full, 3-2. Or sorry, Muse works the count full, 3-2. Looking to get something happening on the bases for the Panthers. just catches up to it and gets the tail end of that ball. It was a good swing. She had to be quick through the strike zone for that one. Stays alive. Count remains full. A lot of sting on the Lombardi delivery. And again, she gets around in it though. This is gobbled up by Martin. And across, second out. So 2 away for Fema Zahid, the first baseman for the ISKL Panthers. Nice play from Martin there. Fielded very smoothly and gunned across to Devin Yem at first. Strike one, just catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Tries to bunch her way aboard, but it goes foul. Strike two. Good idea for Zahid to keep them honest. Count is 0-2. 2 outs. That's up and away. Ball and 2 strikes. It's Olivia Allam on deck for the Panthers. Nice dump K to field and over quickly to Yem. And the Panthers are retired in order. The top of the first. Sorry, bottom of the first. So through 1, it is Singapore American Eagles 8, ISKL Panthers 0. Okay, so the first batter for the Eagles, as we hit the top of the second, is Angel Lombardi, the pitcher. Just saw what she could do on the leather. Let's see what she can do on the wood. And again, I think, like they did in the first, this is what I missed last time, it's an intentional walk. So Lombardi is just given a pass to first base, and they'll change runners for her too. Number 3 comes into the game. Number 3 is Lane Kingsley. So I imagine that's a fair ball. Both the runners get hot there. That was Devin Yem. And that pushes Kingsley into second. I imagine Angel Lombardi has, these teams have seen each other before, and Lombardi is someone that Coach Venables wants to avoid. So he's given her a free pass 2 times. This is Isabel Riley, the designated hitter. And she rips one straight up the middle. This could score Kingsley if she's sent home. She is. There's no play. Now the runners will advance to second and third. So Kingsley's only on base for a couple of minutes, and she's the 9th run. That gets Yem to third, and Riley advances to second. So again, the Eagles are in business. Up comes the catcher, Sophia Data. Runners in scoring position. Pitch is low and inside. That one dribbles in, 2-0. Data lets that one by. It is a strike. 2-1. None away. 9-0 Eagles. As they look to blow the top off this one a little bit, if they can string a couple hits together here. 2 balls and a strike. That one's up and away. 3-1. And that's low. So that gets, Data gets a walk. She's on board. Bases loaded for Lexi Buchel, who walked in the first inning and scored a run. Bases loaded, none away. Eagles threatening again. That's low from Alum. That's hot but away again. 2 balls and a strike. Singapore coaches are Kate Fabianowitz and Jason Grazer, third and first base coaches respectively right now, watching their team soar a bit as we open up this first game for both teams at ISAS 2019. And that one gets a little bit away from Alum again. 3 balls. So the 3-0 delivery from Alum, looking to stop the bleeding. And that's inside. So Biko gets her second walk of the game. And that scores a run. Devin Yem crosses the plate. And it's 10. Sydney Dumke is the second baseman for the Eagles. She made a nice play to end the last inning. Or to get the second out, sorry. Oh, to end the last inning. Here she is after a walk in the first, up again in the second. Strike one. Good pitch from Alum. Bases loaded again. It's Riley, Data, and Buchel on first, on third, second, and first. Dumke at the plate. Trivetti on deck. That's a good pitch from Alum. The ball gets away though, but the runners have a look and stay. Van Gott was quick to her feet to corral that. Alum is ahead 0-2. That's fair ball. Some trouble here. Ref calls that foul as it just rolled foul. So there's no play. Everyone will go back to their positions and the count will remain 0-2 for Dumke. And that's ball one. Bases loaded for the Eagles here still, as we are in the top of the second.
Let's go.
That's ball 2 from Alum. Dumke takes, she's down in the count, and now it's level at 2s.
Rip that ball, Sid. Rip the ball, Sid. Rip the leather off. Let's go.
And that's up and inside for So Dumke's worked the count full. Checking at third there from Van Gogh. Nice play. Valejos. So, none away. Full count. The money pitch. And that's inside for ball 4. So Dumke works an 0-2 count to her favor. That scores another run. That will be Isabel Riley coming around. Bases are still loaded for Anna Trivetti. She's the right fielder for the Eagles. She walked in the first as well. She turns on this, hits it straight to Valejos, who forces home. And that's an out. Well played. Stops the run. So that was Data caught it home. Nice play, Valejos to Van Gogh. First out, stops a run as well. 11-0 Eagles, and we're back to the top of the order again with Willa Martin, who started this inning. Or no, hit a massive 2 RBI double in the end of the first last inning. She'd love to do something like that here again. She popped up to the pitcher in the first, and then ripped that double at the end of the first. Her third at bat.
And where's the one?
That one came off Alum's hip. It's 2-0. Base is still loaded. It's Buchel, Dumke, and Trivetti on the bases. That's low, 3-0. Important to get pitch again here for Olivia Alum. She looks to get out of this jam. And that'll be high. So Martin is avoided with a walk. And that pushes over Buchel. The lead is 12. Brooke McConaughey also hit a 2 RBI double to end the first. Eagles have scored 4 this far, only 1 away. Base is still loaded. Top of the second. Good pitch from Olivia Alum. Looking to, and the run is coming home here. This is a bit odd. And it gets the tag up. Van Gogh does. She bobbled the throw in from Valejos, but she managed to find it. And that's a forced out catching Sydney Dumke trying to sneak one home. So that's 2 away. It's still McConaughey. Runners at second and third. Count is 1-1. Sorry, the count is 2-0. All right, so Alum looking to keep the bases unloaded again. Right now, first base is empty. And she turns on that. Valejos bobbles it a little bit. Can't come up cleanly. And Trivetti is in. Runner going to second. As Valejos holds on to the ball and makes sure everyone is safe. Smart to hold on to it to make sure that Willow Martin couldn't run home. So it is Angel Lombardi again with first base free. And they're going to give her a free pass again. So they're trying to see what Devin Yem can do as they 3 times have stepped past Angel Lombardi to get to her. Bases loaded, 2 away. That's a foul ball and a bunt. Willow Martin was in very quickly at home, you'd have to say, but all for naught. So the cleanup hitter tries to strike them out with a bunt. Strike one as it went foul. It's Martin, McConaughey, and Lombardi on the base paths, and that's high. And that's ripped to Muse, or to Vallejos. She tries to come home, but it's not in time. Martin is quick down the line again. So everyone is safe. Yem gets an RBI on the fielder's choice. Lombardi to second, McConaughey to third. And Isabel Riley, the designated hitter, comes up. And that's inside ball one. So the Eagles looking really to rip this one wide open, if they haven't already. That's ball two. Sophia Data is on deck for the Eagles. 2 away. And that's popped straight up. Should be Van Gogh. And she can't quite get there. It was an awkward one as it was out in front of her. So Isabel Riley gets a board. And that scored McConaughey. And the lead is now 15. So this is Sophia Data, the catcher. Oh, and rip from Data into short left. That'll score. I think the most they can score is only one if the 8-run rule continues, but that will be a 2 RBI single from Data. And I think we have our 8-run maximum again. So the score, I think, will stay at 16. It might go to 17. But that's as much as they can do. So, Singapore Eagles have inflicted maximum damage in both innings so far. And they lead 17-0 halfway, or sorry, 16-0 halfway through the second inning. Okay, so we hit the bottom half of the second. It will be Olivia Alum, the pitcher for the Panthers, to try to get something going in the positive direction for the ISKL team. She'll be facing Angel Lombardi, who's still being caught by Sophia Data in what looks like a very solid Eagle defense. Score is 16-0, so the Panthers want to get something rolling here.
Set your feet! Set your feet! On your toes!
Allen pops up. That should be Dumke. Popped up to second. And one away. This should be Kate Van Gott. The catcher for the Panthers. Strike one from Lombardi. A little bit of a riser there from Lombardi that is above the strike zone, 1-1. So that's in there for strike two. The ump thinks about it but doesn't give. 2-2. On deck for the Panthers is Nina Milstead. That's a good play again for Dumke. Flips over to Devin Yem. Excuse me. And that is two away. Lombardi has retired the 5 batters she's faced in succession. Nina Milstead, the center fielder for the Panthers, checks in. Zipped in from Lombardi, strike one. Strike two. It might be the most professional delivery in the tournaments that Lombardi has. She really does rip the wrist through at her hip. Caught up to by, it's not fielded by Lombardi, and that's the first hit of the game for the Panthers as Milstead is aboard with a single.
Yeah, Nina!
So Marilyn Lim, the left fielder, checks in. Runner on first base, 2 away here in the top of 3. Sorry, bottom of 2.
It says no video of that.
It just stopped.
Looks as though she's going to bunt, but doesn't. Hard charging Brooke McConaughey there, coming in from third.
There's water. You didn't have
So on the last game, Derek went to possibly.
Strike two, the runner goes. And that is an easy play from a good throw from Dumke to Martin. And that retires the side for the Panthers in the second.
Would it start the next game?
With the score 16-0 after 2.
I think we would play third.
They played the third and they won that.
Once it's 15 minutes third.
Oh,
Good check.
so they would get another 2 minutes.
I really
No, I think
Have you,
definitely 15 after.
when have you played against any of these girls? Have you played against any of these girls?
I played against ISKL. I've seen ISKL.
She's a good pitcher,
And
yeah?
Joe Lombardi's really good.
She's like the best pitcher, yeah? Is she a really good hitter, too? Is she a good hitter, too?
Yeah, for sure. She'll probably take them. They might take her off after this. I would.
All right, I'm gonna go check on your camera, your third camera 3. If you don't mind, throw in that. Actually, you can throw that up there right now. I'll go check on the camera. He's the guy left. Yeah, he just left. He's just walking right now.
They just have their own schedule.
Our camera guy just left right here. I'll go try to get it fired up. And then you're going to have to, in just a second, replace that with the camera right there. And then give me, this means no. I'm going to put my hands up like this. And this means no. Or don't say this.
Okay, so here we are on the top of the third for the Singapore Eagles. They will have Biko, Dumke, and Trivedi to lead off. Looks like Macy Drapeau has checked in for the Panthers at first base. Olivia Alum delivering. That's going to be popped up from Biko, but they can't get to it. 1-1 is the count.
Let's go, Niner! Do it hard, down! You can outrun it, down and hard, let's go, Lex! Relax up there, Lex.
1-1 delivery.
Good eye.
Low and inside for 2-1.
Doing great.
Doesn't find the release point on that one, and the count is 3-1.
Be patient, be patient. Good eye. That's it, Lexi, nice job.
So that's a walk, leadoff walk for Lexi Bucco.
Right now, six, Okay, Sydney, here we go.
Bringing up Sydney Dumke again, the second baseman. She had some nice plays in the top half of this inning.
There, relax.
Runner goes. The throw is a little bit off. So Bucco steals second.
Hey, Six, you got ducks out there. Let's do something about it, huh? Don't think, just do. Don't think, just do. Good eye.
Again, trying to find the release point is Olivia Alum. That is 2-0, I believe. Bucco on second.
Hey, Sid, it's been your game. Here we go, girl.
Come on, Sid.
Doesn't get all of it, but it's a comeback to Alum. Over to Drapeau for the first out of the inning. That advances Bucco to third. That'll bring up Anna Trivedi. She has walked and then was out on a ground ball to second. That's Zahid. Oh, and Drapeau can't come up with the ball for the second out. Biko does score, so the lead is extended. And Trivedi is aboard at first. Back to the top of the order for Willow Martin with Anna Trivedi on first. Line ball to Muse. Maybe double clutches and doesn't find a place to throw it. She was deep in the hole, so she might have wanted to go to second. Looks like second base is being dug up a little bit there too much. We got maybe too much sand around there. That was Dumke that slid in. So Martin is aboard again. I have her at 2 for 3 with a walk. Brooke McConaughey. Again for Vallejo, she'll take the force at third for 2 away. So McConaughey hits into a fielder's choice. Martin to second. And Trivedi sits down, 2 away. Angel Lombardi, will they give her swings this time? No. So she has 4 passes, 4 deliberate walks, and it looks like her pinch runner will come in for again. That is Lane Kingsley. That was tip foul ball, but Martin is almost across plate before the batter has left the plate. Aggressive on the base pass, Willow Martin. Base is loaded for Devin Yem. She's 2 for 3 herself this morning. That one falls in for a strike. Looks a little bit high from here, but 0-2. Coach Venable's out there talking about something or other. Both he and the ump seem satisfied and part ways. Back to Devin Yem and Olivia Allam. That's popped up. Should be Muse under it. And it is. So the Eagles go quietly in the third. Score 1. And add to the lead 17-0. And ISKL will be up. And I believe there is a mercy rule involved in that if a team is up more than 15 after 3 innings that the game is called. So I think that rule could be in effect if ISKL don't score 3 or more. I believe after 4 innings the rule is 10 runs, but after 3 it's 15. So ISKL have a little bit of work to do. It will be Marilyn Lim again, Molly Gouda, and Aisha Gule. Okay, so here at the bottom of the third, the Panthers needing a couple runs to extend the game. We do have a pitching change. Angel Lombardi has given way to Isabel Riley, and she's just finishing her final couple warm-ups. This is Marilyn Lim. Great pitch from Isabel Riley to start off. So the Eagles seem to have a 1-2 punch at the pitcher position. That's inside, 1-1. And that's, might have got away with one there. I thought that was a little bit low. That's high, levels the count at 2-2. She gets a foul tip on that to stay alive. On deck for the Panthers is Molly Gouda.
Knock it down, Bill, knock it down.
And that's called strike 3. So the first batter that Isabel Riley faces, she strikes out. That'll bring up Molly Gouda.
Number 20, Molly Green.
That's up and inside, and Gooda does well to get the head down. Rip down the line. That's a fair ball. Gooda can go for 2, but she elects just to take the single. First base runner for the Panthers, which is a good thing. Solid hit down the line.
Turn 2.
That'll bring up, this looks like Macy Drapeau.
Who's got what bag? Who's got what bag? Let's go.
Runner's going, but the throw could be there. There it is. Nice throw again from Kate. No, sorry, that's Sophia Dada has a cannon from back there. It's such an important position in any baseball is to have a good catcher. That one gets away.
Relax. Got the defense behind you. Don't worry. Let's go.
So I think we might be 1 out away from the end of this game, depending on what the Panthers can do. If Drapeau can get something going. Good pitch. She can't catch up to it. Count is 2-1. Strike 2. Count is 2-2. Comebacker for Riley. She digs it up. And it's over to Devin Yem. And that should be the ball game. We'll end with the 1-3 putouts. And the Singapore Eagles are on the board with a convincing 17-0 victory over the ISKL Panthers. Next up, if you're with us at 12:30, it will be the Jakarta Dragons versus the ISB Panthers. So we'll see you then. Signing off from Albert Fields in ISB.
Wait, no, we're ready. Okay.